Hi, I am Rizwan Sheikh. I am the Vice President of Consumer Service Delivery at Rapido. I have been with Rapido for almost 4 years now. One is that I like riding bikes. Second is it is our largest category. And third is that the contact center operations that I run, the maximum contacts that I get is from bike taxi captains and customers. So yes, bike taxi. I have been riding for almost a month and a half now. I have completed about 60 rides. See, whenever we went to RNRs, there was a lot of feedback that we received for the support that our captains used to get from the contact center, what they were happy about, what was a point of concern for them. So to experience what my captains experienced on the ground real time was the primary objective of starting this exercise. And then, taking away the feedback and trying to correct it for my captains. That's what motivated me to do bike taxi rides.
So my name is Rizwan and I head the customer support and the captain support verticals for Rapido. And as I told you, I am out there today experiencing what my captains and customers experience on the ground. Right, so we were speaking about that feature where you actually saw when I clicked on a ride, you see whether the vehicle details match or not. So it's a safety feature that we have built. Okay. So did you provide the feedback whether the vehicle matched or not? So once you give a feedback on that, what would happen is that all rides are tracked by default. After the ride ends, okay, I get a notification, which asks me to update my bike details or quickly complete it before moving on to the next ride.
See, I have always been doing rides as a customer, not only in Bangalore. I have been a bike taxi customer in Delhi. I have been a bike taxi customer in Kolkata. I have been a bike taxi customer in Patna. I have been a bike taxi customer in Asansol. So wherever I go and we have a service available, I have always experienced it as a customer. And I keep doing bike taxi rides as customers, make it a point to do 8-10 rides every month to understand what is it that we face from a customer point of view. Yes, but during my rides, there are a lot of features that we build in-house over here for the market which is outside, So it's an eye-opener when we took feedback on the features that we have developed for the customers, the usage of those features, how well the customers understand it. Those were really truthful. Because see, when I was taking bike taxi rides as a customer, I knew these features that are there in the app by the virtue of working with Rapido, but when I took rides as a captain and I had real customers sitting behind me, that is when those insights were really helpful. See, from a support perspective, there are multiple things that we have changed in the app. For example, we have reduced the number of touch points, as in we had 12-13 touch points, but at the same time, we have invested a lot in automations, in building our FAQs, invested in bots, and we wanted that we always have our touch points open, but at the same time, we wanted our captains to understand our FAQs, to seek help from them before reaching out to the contact center. Okay. Now, this works well for most of the cases, but when the captain has additional services over and above our bike taxi service, okay, and that is when I see or when I found a clear-cut opportunity that support is lacking from our side. Now, how do we make that support better for the additional add-on services that we provide to our captains is something that we are working on from.
Are you a frequent Rapido user or you use it occasionally? Okay. So you use auto also? And what is Rapido your first choice when it comes to moving around locally? Okay. Okay, so it is cheap and that makes you use Rapido. I thought you would also use it because it is fast. You move around the city faster. In traffic. So that does the fact that two-wheelers are fast also help in choosing you which mode of conveyance to use? Yeah. It depends on if I am in a hurry, I'll do it. Okay. So how long have you been using Rapido? For 2 years you are using Rapido now. Wonderful, yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. And how has been your experience so far with Rapido? Personally, you've never faced it. Never faced it. Now, as the head of the support verticals at Rapido, if you have to give me a feedback of what I can improve for you, what would that feedback be? That's so nice. That's so nice to hear from somebody who's a regular user. Okay. So you find this as an advantage that prices are lower at Rapido, and that also makes you choose or make this decision. Cool, man. We thank you for your continued support towards Rapido.
Initial few rides I didn't, but then to get more insights, to get people talking, I started revealing my identity. And it has been a wonderful journey since I've started revealing my identity, because people come forward, they give you more feedback, they are more open while discussing their problems that they face. It has led to many wonderful conversations on the road once I've revealed my identity. Why are you doing this? Do other people in Rapido also do this? Yes, mostly the questions are on why, frequency of how often do we do it, and what do we do with the takeaway that we get as feedback on these rides. I have not seen that, but I'm sure it would be between 4.8 and 5.
And that is what matters, because we build a lot of features for customers to use. Now, for example, we have features that if you book a late night ride, okay, we monitor your ride, and after you get dropped, we call you, wanting to know whether you have been dropped safely or not. Okay, and this is one very crucial safety feature that we have. There are other features also. For example, if I go overboard with the speed, the app starts warning me that I am over speeding. Okay, if there's a captain who tries to take advantage of a customer, okay, and tries to drop the customer before the drop location, okay, he would not be allowed to end the ride. There would be a communication that would go to you whether you want the drop to be there, and if only you say yes, would that ride be allowed to end. So we continuously seek feedback from our customers and keep working on it to improve it. We run a very thorough check of the captain, and we also monitor his behavior very closely on the platform. At the same time, we take our captains also pretty seriously, okay, because one of the main objectives is to provide employment to a large sector of people which would otherwise not be employed on white collar jobs. So for example, somebody who has just started off his career in Bangalore and earns 20,000 rupees as a contact center agent. Okay, for him, if he rides Rapido regularly for 3 hours, 2.5 hours a day, that means additional 5 to 6,000 rupees in his income. And this is what drives us, you know, where we are able to touch so many lives. In fact, last month there were at least about 1 million people who made 100 rupees on our platform, the minimum of 100 rupees on our platform. You know, I'm sure not a lot of people can boast about that. You know, and that is why it is very important for people like us to get onto the ground and experience reality for the people that we build it there.
Okay. What I loved about it, there were a lot of insights that we got. You know, insights on earnings per hour, insights on earnings per kilometer travel, insights on true earning, insights on expectations that a captain has on the ground, insights on what is the ease of usage of features that we have developed. You know, wonderful insights that has come from these rides. It is definitely a back-breaking job. You know, being a captain, and I, in these 1.5 months, have taken rides for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. What it has made me think is that everything else is secondary. These people deserve to be treated with a lot of sympathy, a lot of empathy, because it is hard labor that these guys do out in the market.
For consumers, if you go, there is an option for you to purchase power passes. We call it power passes. Correct. Okay.
Power pass, yeah. Power pass.
And for regular users, we have power passes which provides you benefit up to 40 rides.
Exactly. Yeah.
I hope it was a happy surprise for you.
Yeah, it's a happy surprise. Yeah. It is actually good, very good initiative. Speak up directly with the customers, the executive level. It's good.
A lot of people from my team continue taking rides, not only bike taxi rides, we do food delivery rides as well. I have delivered 10-12 food orders and we would continue doing it. See, what we have understood is that we build products to the best of our ability sitting over here. We build features, you know, we always think well about the captain and the customer when we launch something new, okay? But how effectively is it communicated across to the customers and the captains? You know, how effectively are those features that we build being used on the ground? Okay, so any new launch we do, any update that we do, you would find me and my team members taking rides, you know, gathering the feedback on the usage of things that we have built here, keeping the well-being of the captain and the customer in mind.